Everybody loves me. Come on, baby, can you stand the rain? Oh, man. Hold the phone. Wait, where is it? Oh, that's not it. Hold on, and then bam. And then I go over, I like how I screwed up my own title of not my stream, but my video. Hello again. I don't think I saw you beforehand. What are you talking about? This is my first time streaming today. What do you mean? No, what do you mean? I haven't been streaming on other platforms for like 3 hours. No. Well, no. No. That has not been happening at all. That hasn't been happening at all. And how dare you? How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Sure. What do you mean? Why does Nathaniel always be the first person to comment? Ask her that damn question. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Oh, but how y'all doing? Sure, let's go with that. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. But how y'all doing? How y'all living? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This might be short. This might be sweet. It ain't gonna go too long. I just want to get a couple thangy wangy wangs off my chesty westy. You know what I'm saying? I got problems. I got several problems. My elbow kind of wonky right now. I'm missing my glasses, and I need my new ones to come in real soon. But my main beef, y'all know my main beef, is Redpill content creators. Because oftentimes, the buddies over there on the Red Pill, what's the gimmick of the Red Pill? The gimmick of the Red Pill is to spread a message. Men's empowerment, uplifting men, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. There'd be nothing wrong with uplifting men. Right. That's cool. Can't wait for tomorrow. What's tomorrow? I know it's tonight. Tonight is Jujutsu Kaisen night, and there are spoilers coming out. You know what I'm saying? But here's my thing with a lot of these red pilly type individuals on YouTube. They've turned cringe. Incorrect. They were always cringe. Because what you see the women do, the men do it too. It's equally as cringe. Oh, the 4th of July. Oh yeah. I gotta give me some fireworks. I gotta blow my crib up. Not in the terroristic sense, but in the 4th of July sense. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get that done. but these red pill content creators, they hammer home women bad, men the victims all the time. And recently, there's been such a problem. A Ninja Turtle has gone viral for not being able to handle rejection. That is how it all started. Don't let not a fool tell you this is about anything else. This started because a guy could not handle rejection, and a bunch of people hopped on his shmeat and tried to make it, oh my God, how dare they get him fired? Which, if you really hear it, don't make no sense. Y'all got a dude fired because he was saying mean comments to women that basically you could hear from anybody. That never really added up. And one of the main defenders of hold on, I gotta get the picture. I gotta get the picture. I need the picture. The picture is needed. Without the picture, I don't really think I can really sum this up. And the phrase of the day might be what Lemon Coffee Shop just put in the chat. That might be the phrase of the day. It's almost like everyone is just an asshole in their own right. That's crazy. But you know what's so interesting? Some people will never really see it. They will want to relate to somebody they don't need to be relating to. All for the sake of they went viral because, oh my God, women. That's how we boil all this down. LOL, women. And the individual you see right there, this guy right here, the guy with the 4 eyes, not the Ninja Turtle, the 4 eyes. He was the main guy pulling Ninja Turtle man's pants down and sucking it. Up until, you would never guess it, information from other people came out basically saying you might want to stop doing that. Because if you don't, you're just going to look stupid. And he kept going and he looked stupid. And so now here we are. After, hold on, I gotta see, because I ain't gonna lie, I did watch this video, you know what I'm saying? I did watch it. This is not we're gonna watch it live in our own reaction. I did preemptively watch this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had to, because if I didn't watch it, I was just gonna go into this completely blind, somewhat expecting life to be better than what it is. No. I want to keep this right here, but I'm not going to show it until it becomes important. So, enlighten me. The timeline. This dude defends him. Then information comes out. Then he's trying to press him. Ignore Juan Cena. Then he's trying to press him about it. He doesn't really get it. Then it's the revelation of a lifetime. Everybody should just shut the fuck up and stop defending this dude. He disappears for a week. And now he's back to explain himself before he goes back to his regularly scheduled content of shitting on delusional women and telling men to be afraid. And you know what? You should be afraid of delusional women. And ladies, you know what you should be afraid of? Delusional men. If a man on a dating show you politely reject and they start eyeballing you saying you got hair on your arms, they're presenting themselves as not a masculine man, but a bitch bitch. I think you might have been dodging a bullet. And I could see why you choose the bear.
All right, guys, I'm back. And there's been some things that have come to my attention that absolutely need to be addressed. But admittedly, I've been out the loop for a little while. I was celebrating my birthday this past weekend with my...
Celebrating the birthday this past weekend. So for 8 days? 8 days, you was just MIA. You was letting us know that your class got 2,000 members. You know what I'm saying? You just ducked off the face of the earth for like 8 days? 9 days, somewhat, depending on when this video went live. So you just dipped off for 8 days, but you know, you was gone for the weekend. Okay. That's strike one.
My family, and I made it a mission to turn off all of my internet to be present with them. But
turn off the internet. You know, turning off the internet is a good thing. Except when you turning off the internet because you are getting raked over because you don't know when to shut your mouth and just wait for things to play out.
The current narrative of the Pop the Balloon story has gotten so out of hand that it's necessary that I address it. So I'm here to set the record straight. So let's get active. But before we get started, let me just address this right now. This guy does not deserve an apology.
Oh, he doesn't deserve an apology. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. He don't deserve an apology part, please.
See, there's a lot of information that you guys don't know. Previous to distance... Actually,
if you look at his comments, everybody in the comments knows about it. There's even a cameo from your boy, Ruin Leon. Everybody in the comments knew because they watched other people and they used their two eyes. And you know what they used their two eyes to do? Deduce that this guy clearly doesn't know how to handle rejection and is a cornball.
Seeing myself from him, I confirm that he lied to me numerous times, not only reducing his credibility towards me, but then also that he is not this reformed member of society, but still an active alleged criminal deviant and alleged deadbeat father. But ensure that you watch the entirety of this video so that you can have all of the proper evidence, receipts, as well as context so that you have the proper understanding of the true narrative, the real narrative, because there's a lot of information out there that is just untrue. But before I get into all of that, let me provide a brief synopsis because there's many people who watch me that have no idea what's going on.
I can't fucking tell because if you look through any of the videos before this one, it's a lot of people saying, yo, take the L. Yo, take the L. Please just take the L. Just come back. Where did you go? How come you disappeared? All this yada, yada, yada. It's a lot of people that watch your content that's in the loop, buddy. I don't watch your content because I have a father in my life and I don't need this type of loser mentality peering through my soul.
I did several videos about a guy who was on the Pop the Balloon dating show, and the story was that allegedly numerous people called into his place of business to get him fired due to how he acted on the show.
Now, it would be a completely different story if he started punching every woman he saw on that show. Then I would endorse calling his job to get him fired. One problem, that's not how it went down. He got rejected and he kept talking and everybody else started rejecting him. Why? Because he couldn't shut his fucking mouth. If he would have shut his mouth, if he would have just vibed out and just took the L's as they came, He might have been able to walk away with 2 women. He walked away with only 1, and I believe even that woman rejected him after the fact.
Then started to GoFundMe.
Oops. $13,000 in a GoFundMe. And y'all say women are scammers? Y'all thought Brick Lady was bad. Imagine getting paid $13,000 because people felt bad for you because you got rejected and they view it as you defending yourself. I just caught a tumor in my knee because of that.
Leveraging this story, which amounted to around $14,000 in donations. As you guys know, my channel's purpose is all about restoring power to men, and I do that in...
Question for my men out there. Have you lost power in your life? Did somebody take power away from you via the internet? Because if that's the case, boy, you need to get off the internet. 2 is a more important thing. You haven't lost anything. You're watching people on the internet complain about their lives being unfair. More often than not, especially in this case, it's a bunch of dudes who feel like they're owed something and they're owed nothing.
Several different ways, but one of the ways is that I highlight stories about men who are going through real adversity and featuring their stories on my platform. So
I would just like to say there was no adversity for any man to have gone through getting rejected by a bunch of women.
again, I thought that it was deplorable. I thought it was disgusting that this man was canned because of cancel culture. And I uploaded 3 videos initially to talk through this. But during those videos, I never told my audience to donate to the GoFundMe. But really, I focused my talking points around the injustice that this man suffered. I then decided to reach out to him to do a live stream interview with him that ended up lasting 5 hours. Now, I got a lot of criticism after interviewing him, but I wanted to give him a fair shot to tell his side of the story. There was no gotcha questions. And in fact, I reached out to him before the interview and went over the things that I wanted to talk about. Now, while I was deeply criticized for even having an interview with him, the interview itself was definitely a success in a sense of it gave me the opportunity to extract a lot of information for him that was used inevitably to poke holes into his story. But again, a little bit more on those holes a little bit later. Now, after this live stream, I'm gonna preach much larger content creators than me made a damning video questioning the integrity of this guy. Now,
I also want to just say, let's highlight the narcissism. My 5-hour live stream led down the rabbit hole of discovering what has gone wrong with this. Nobody. All it took was moments of information and research to find out Buddy's a waste of space and he's a con man. And even with that information, we're still going out our way to defend him.
Now, I immediately went live to react to that video defending the man because I knew that
You heard that, huh? He does 5-hour live stream that he claims helps lead to all this information coming out. Then Abba and Preach respond, basically kicking him in his nuts. And he goes live defending. Oh, no wonder people are telling you take the L.
Of his behavior on that show or his past criminal history, he still did not deserve to be fired. After that, another...
Let's hear that again, because maybe the 2x speed is getting y'all crazy.
Went live to react to that video defending the man because I knew that regardless of his behavior on that show or his past criminal history, he still did not deserve to be fired. After that, another content creator by the name of the Queen of Accountability reached out to me to provide information that demonstrated that clearly he was being deceptive with me about his story. For example, I asked...
It's almost like you shouldn't just randomly believe people you see go viral on the internet with something that is clearly stupid that makes them look bad. Because as I showed y'all the last time I talked about Ninja Turtle, he looked bad on that dating show. He didn't look cool. He didn't look based. He didn't look alpha. He didn't look omega. He looked like... what's the word? It's on the tip of my urethra. A soy boy beta male bitch. You know, the type of men y'all supposed to not like, that y'all I guess are supposed to help, but y'all don't. Y'all really just chew them out and use them as bait.
Asked him on
and you make money off them.
5-hour live stream. Have you ever been convicted of any harm against women? Is there any stalking within your arrest record? Your warrants? Nothing.
No
Okay.
crimes against women, no crimes against children.
Okay, so in other words, it's not adding up. Is my conclusion right here?
It's not adding up because, and obviously, I'm not a good criminal because you see all the charges I get. Every time I do something, I get caught.
That was a lie, with charges of not only sex trafficking but also pandering, which is
That's crazy. But it took you doing a 5-hour live stream to figure out he's sketchy. Nothing else.
like the cousin of pimping. Now, does this disprove that he was actually fired from his job? No, but it was my first indication of deception. He also lied about the knowledge of him having a son. Do you remember what he said on the live stream when I asked him about his child? Summon him.
But he actually does have a...
Wait a minute. So a lot of your audience doesn't know what's going on, but they're supposed to remember that you did a 5-hour live stream? Buddy. Seems like you're jumping through a bunch of hoops to try to get everybody to understand and figure out what's going on. But you're not letting people know enough about what's going on.
kid. He just...
Okay, you got...
I'm sorry if I sound erratic right now, but would you rather me sound, would you rather me just, hello everybody? I'm sorry, I'm an animated soul to my core.
A child now.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. For me to answer that question without destroying lives, I'm gonna say this. If I have a child out there, summon him.
Okay.
Summon him. Bring him here. Where's the mother? I haven't heard anything about anything in years. You know, if there's any kids out there that people are stating that are mine, you know, summon him and rectify that matter. Let's clear all the smoke that's out there. If there is a child out there that is mine, summon him, please.
It turns out that there might be a child. Might. He might have a child. Who knows?
I'm a man that handles his responsibilities.
Okay.
I would love to be a father more than anything on the earth.
So it sounds like a woman accused you, or
Can't wait to see Abbott preach. It would be a perfect opportunity. I'd love it.
a woman got pregnant and thought you might be the father.
All I can say is, if I have a child out there, summon him.
Okay.
I don't want to destroy any families. I don't want to destroy any lives. So, in order for me to elaborate on this matter more, it would absolutely have to happen.
I ain't even gonna lie. If somebody asked me if I had a child, the answer is either gonna be yes or no. It ain't gonna be, in order for me to speak about this further, it's gonna immediately be yay or nay.
Okay.
So if there is a child out there, that is mine. Summon him.
Well, they've been trying to summon this guy. His alleged son, who he has definitely met, is 8 years old. The mother has begged him to take a DNA test for the past 8 years to prove his paternity. His birth certificate shows that she named the child after him, Aaron Sloan Jr. But you know what he also shares? His entire face, including that big
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not no DNA expert, so don't come to me about this. Yeah, that could be his son. Yeah, that could be his son. Could be. Also, it could not be. Who knows? It's a very crooked smile on that young man, but you know, smiles are smiles.
bright smile. What a beautiful boy that has to deal with being raised without a father's presence. I had no idea that as I defended him, while I utilized stories about my relationship with my father, this guy was actively avoiding taking a DNA test to prove paternity. We watched him throw money up in the club. He claimed that he has $100,000 in the bank. Do what's right. He also lied about his plans for the GoFundMe money. In ridiculous fashion, he posted on his social media the evidence that the GoFundMe account...
You know, it's crazy. I wonder what other YouTubers talked about this already. Oh, Abbott Preach and Queen of Accountability. So while you were going on your 8-day weekend birthday vacation, just hiding yourself from the world, trying to come up with anything under the sun that will make it stick, seems like everybody else was a step ahead of you.
...that he had was locked. But underneath that post, he wrote, "Black man can't celebrate his birthday now?" Really? Underneath the post that your GoFundMe account got locked? And then he writes, "How you gonna tell me how to spend my money?" As if he's not obligated to spend his money.
That's what happens when you blindly support somebody you don't know. Whoa, that's crazy!
For the purpose he created the GoFundMe for. So he lied about plans for the GoFundMe, but we're all expected to believe that he got fired from his job, or that he had a legit job to get fired from. Even before confirming all of these different lies, I was suspicious. Hence why I never said to donate to the GoFundMe to begin with. But at this point, now my suspicion meters are off the charts. And there's other things within that 5-hour stream that were uncovered, like, you know, when he had first tried to lie about putting the tracker into his ex-girlfriend's car after I pressed him about it.
And I was like, how did you know I was outside, right? He said, I put my extra phone tracking you in your car and I left it on record because I was expecting to record you doing something, as in cheating on me or like messing around in your car. And I was like, I was done. After that,
I have never heard of a smartphone in the car. Like, how long would a smartphone stay on? Those things are going to overheat after a while. Is it true that you put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there?
No.
Okay, blatantly. She's just making that up. Out of thin air.
Yes, she's making that up. Okay.
Now I want you to listen to this man explain to you all in moronic detail how he did not do any of this. And then I want you to listen to how he puts himself in a hole. This dude's a crackpot. I wanted so bad to believe he wasn't a piece of shit. Why? Wait, who? Are you talking about the Ninja Turtle or are you talking about Mediocre Tutorial? Because if you talk about the Ninja Turtle, boy, that's terrible, because his introduction to us all was that of somebody who clearly does not need any defense from anybody. He deserves to be mocked and laughed at. We covering MTR? Yes, we are, because he's a fucking moron. Objectively, in this scenario, he's a moron. He spent all that time saying the modern women are gold diggers and problems and all this shit, yada, 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 yada. His blinders weren't on, and he allowed somebody to sneak in through the cracks. Terrible. Terrible.
Come on. Let's talk about it.
A few moments later.
I'm trying to see how I can answer this. I did. I had a phone. Man, I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. Honestly, I don't know how to answer this. But no, I didn't put no smartphone. I did have another iPhone that was in her car. I have 2 phones. Okay.
Aaron.
No, listen. Let me break it down to you. I had 2 phones. One phone I do plumbing with, right? The other phone is my personal phone. I did leave the phone. I'm trying to answer this without sounding like a creep. So I'm trying to choose my words carefully, you know, because they're gonna crucify me. So I lied to her. I told her I did an airdrop, left the phone in there, but I don't even know how to do an airdrop. But honestly, yes, the phone location, my location was on. I know she was cheating on me and stuff, so I did. If it sounds crazy, then it, man, whatever.
Aaron, I appreciate you telling it.
You should not be saying if it sounds crazy, then whatever. It should just be yes or no. The problem is, Buddy opened his own can of worms. Why? Because he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up.
Truth.
I was in love, man. It sounded like a simp, whatever, man. I was in love. That's what happened.
But let's get off of all of the holes that I was able to see through via my 5-hour live stream. Because at this point in the story, it gets worse. Because I have evidence that he has completely missed.
Now, he will sit here and tell you that he has the evidence. But I want you to pay close attention. He just said he has the evidence.
Represented himself.
Matter of fact,
was in love.
I want you to hear it again.
What happened?
But let's get off of all of the holes that I was able to see through via my 5-hour live stream. Because at this point in the story, it gets worse. Because I have evidence that he has completely.
I have evidence. Okay. I want you to watch what comes next.
He misrepresented himself. Not in the past before he went to jail, but now. Currently, that he's not a reformed member of society that he has led us all to believe. There was a police incident report that was filed.
Do you see what I see? I'm gonna give you a second to figure out. I'm gonna give you a second if you see what I see, because my pissed off meter like goes in different ways when it comes to people and how they choose to use words. He sat there and told you that he has the information, and then proceeds to show you one niggling little problem with that. He didn't have that information. Queen of accountability, the woman who has been talking about this with more credibility than him, had it. And not even that. This is the thing. It ain't even just that. If I, for a moment, just type this in to Twitter, and then I open a new tab, and then I go to youtube.com, and I eventually am able to type in Queen of Accountability, you start to realize a funny little fucking problem. Just a funny one. Just a funny one. The nigga really wants you to speak, just to be on his side. But he had none of that information. Queen of Accountability did. Queen of Accountability had all this shit. Everything necessary. You see this image? It's the same in the video. That's crazy. It's almost like you got this information from her. And yes, he gives her credit throughout the video. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But we're not about to sit here and act like you discovered this and you want to share it to everybody. This video should not be 18 minutes. It should be at least 5, saying, I blindly just wanted to come to somebody's defense who I don't know on the internet, but it's clear based on evidence presented that this dude is not on the up and up. And next time, I'm not just gonna go based off my little hurt feelings of being an alpha male. And I'm instead next time going to make sure that if I'm going to defend somebody, it's going to be on my mother-loving P's and Q's. Duh. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. He jumped the gun. He saw a very hard wiener and pulled the pants down and hit the. That's a problem. That's a drastic problem. And I don't like it. I don't like that problem. That's a problem we all don't need. You should never on the internet just see something as a content creator and based on your hurt fifis just don't do it. Waiting does wonders. Why do you think when all these people were making these videos about disabilities, I didn't come out immediately saying this is stupid. No, I went and read through the links of what it is that the woman was talking about. And I still walked away with the bitch thinking she's dumb. Fuck.
April 20th of this year, of 2024, months before.
Oh God, Philip DeFranco just made a video, and that's one of the topics. I am going to watch what he has to say.
His episode.
You always got to wonder what a white man says.
Pop the Balloon even aired. A woman accused him of sexual assault. Now, this woman actually joined the Queen of Accountability stream and recounted this assault. Her recounting it is beyond disturbing, and I'm not going to replay it right now. And guys, listen, you guys already know I am not a fan of guilty until proven innocent. But again, another piece of information as to who this person actually is and why now I'm considering distancing.
10 minutes and 34 seconds. That's what he said that at. All right, listen to what he's about to say here. Oh, I accidentally muted it. Hold up. Bam. There we go.
Who this person actually is and why now I'm considering distancing my brand as well as my community from him. By the way.
Oh, so now after you got bitched out by your whole audience, every other YouTuber with a brain that's talked about this has chewed you out specifically because of this. What else? Oh, his introduction to you. Oh, okay. Now you're deciding that it's finally time to consider distancing yourself. What was it that you said at the beginning of the video around like the 30-second mark?
Does not deserve an apology. See, there's a lot of information that you guys don't know. Previous to distancing myself from him,
you distanced yourself. Oh, you distanced yourself. But here's like
actually is and why now I'm considering distancing my brand as well as my community from him. By the way.
Oh, okay. That's fucking wild. That's wild to me. Hello, Ginger. How are you in your ginger ways? Oh, dear Lord. That's wonderful.
Wait, this is not just a police incident report. The district attorney's office is currently working on pursuing charges against him. And then to top all of this off, I then receive at least 7 police incident reports.
Now, if I was to scroll through Queen of Accountability's Twitter, would I potentially see any of this? Just for the sake, oh, look, Brick Lady. Oh, just so y'all know, next week, Brick Lady's going back in the courtroom. For what? I don't have that in front of my face right now. But be sure, if you want to know about Brick Lady, go follow Celebrity on Twitter. Go follow that Twitter account. You'll get all that you fucking need. You'll get it all you need. I can't find any of this from Queen of Accountability. I am somewhat upset. Oh, here it is. Rhoda hasn't taken the plea deal. A pretrial hearing has been set and has been set for next week. So maybe you'll hear about something next week. But if not, you'll hear about it at some point.
From the past year, again, this is not before he got locked up. This is within the past year, since 2023, from other women that he attempted relationships with. Now, mind you, these...
Damn, it's almost like he shouldn't have ever been allowed on their dating show.
Women did not know each other before he went viral, who all claim similar allegations of abuse. The MO is something like, they met, he begins to demonstrate overbearing or stalking behavior, and then when they break up, he goes ballistic. Allegations of destroying their property, and even with one girl, he allegedly removed the garbage disposal from the woman's sink out of spite. Sounds like something a petty plumber would do. With documented text messages of threats to get them fired, which is interesting because that's exactly what he said happened to him in his GoFundMe story. Also, these text messages show that he's threatening his exes with even like...
Speaking of Brick Lady, they used to have the funny donation dump. Yes, it should be turned into a short. From the moment he walked out the set, his face, his demeanor said it all. I ain't even gonna say it was that. That's not when I figured it out. If that's when you figured him out, props to you. When I figured him out is when the girl in the white dress like politely was like, yeah, you're not really humble, and he just went off on her. Real narcissist style shit. And that was like ding, 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 ding. If I was a girl, my pussy would have dried up from hearing that. I'm currently on break, so I'm here and eating a Lunchable. Why are you eating what kind of Lunchable? I will judge you. If it's any Lunchable that is not the pizza one, I will judge you. Y'all remember when they had chicken nuggets as a Lunchable? That was a horrible time to be alive.
Releasing revenge corn. Now, I'm not going to put that picture evidence on the screen for obvious...
Oh, you're not going to put the evidence on the screen to show people that he's a piece of shit? Abby Preach did it. They censored everything but his face to let everybody know, hey, this is this dude. That's crazy. I'm eating the pizza one. You are redeemed. You already. Hold on. I think this is the perfect time to start messaging the women and asking them the question. Oh, Peachy, would you date a man that posts revenge porn of his ex-girlfriends? Now, this is a drastic question to ask little innocent Peachy. Because Peachy's too damn innocent. Peachy's too damn innocent. No, what are you saying what the fuck for? This is what we're discussing. Listen, modern day women whores. Clearly, you don't know what it's like to be a male and have your job at risk. Oh God, that's such a victim. Even though I present myself on a dating show as a really bad narcissistic cunt. Oh man, I'm such a victim. And I must be defended by a guy with 4 eyes and a lining that is clearly disappearing at the top of his head. You know? That escalated? It sure did. I should not be asking these people this shit. But I am. It's for the love of the game, baby.
Reasons. But again, all of this.
So now we wait for the potential answers from other.
Information is on the Queen of Accountability stream. And if you want information from the source, I suggest that you go watch the content. But
the video should have stopped. At some point, the video should have stopped way before this. He should have just been like, yo, I backed this guy. Yes, I did a stream and there were some holes, but I was still considering backing him. Oh, my Lord. But clearly I was wrong. My bad, guys. I'll do better next time. If you want all information about this, go watch Queen of Accountability or go watch Abby Preach. Go watch one of them because they provide better insight than me.
Let me pause right here and let me just ask you guys.
This is the part. And he's asking me. You see, all of you are content creators. So let me set the scene. This guy on the screen, this guy came to the defense and the aid of someone who, based on evidence, I guess now makes him a bad guy to consider not defending or sticking your brand to, not just completely giving up on. But before that, our introduction to him was him being a little bitch on a dating show. And he gets chewed out by his audience that to take the L, take the L, take the L. He refuses to really significantly take the L. He disappears for an 8-day weekend to celebrate his birthday, where he somehow also turned off his phone because I'm supposed to believe that. So now that I've summed this up for you, Mr. Stream, answer my text message. Oh, she did. And I quote from Peachy herself when I asked her the question of, would you date a man that posts revenge porn of his ex-girlfriends? She says, and I quote, no. That's fucking crazy. So now that you got all this in mind, I want you to hear the question he asked to me as a content creator when it comes to stories like this that develop over time.
Information from the source. I suggest that you go watch the content. But let me pause right here and let me just ask you guys, what would have you done if you were in my situation? You've dedicated at least 5 videos, working 15, maybe even 20 plus hours in total on a mission that you truly believe that you were supporting a man in a very unjust situation.
The unjust situation being you believing that he was fired based off of no information other than he lying so that he could get money on a GoFundMe.
Cross-reference what was said in the live interview, realizing that there's numerous holes in his story, putting his integrity completely in question, which in turn puts my credibility at risk. You have evidence to support that he is not a reformed member of society. Would you? Would you?
You don't have that evidence. Queen of Accountability had that evidence. You didn't have shit. All you had was, let me do a live stream with him. And, oh my God, wait, his stories are not lining up and it's making me raise an eyebrow and it's making me consider not supporting him. No. You know what I would do? just for the sake of the conversation. Let me go over here. Let me type in mediocre. Yeah, I agree. It is mediocre tutorials. You live up to that name, Buck Nasty. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. I would. Let's see. I would delete this video. 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 Let's see here. Let's see. Because he said he did a live stream. I would delete this live stream. I would delete this live stream. And I would instead make a video saying, hey guys, you might have noticed all my videos are gone because I don't want the ad revenue off of me looking stupid defending somebody who never needed my defense in the first place, because their introduction to us all was not of a victim or a man having their rights and freedom taken away. It's from a dumb fuck. So yeah. Oh, but you're asking what I would do in the moment. Oh, well, since I'm a content creator, I will say this to you candidly. As a YouTuber with only 4,000 subscribers, I'm a very small YouTube channel, so I do live streams on this channel. No one knows who I am. You know what I'm saying? I would not continue. I wouldn't even interview this motherfucker. I would not give him the opportunity. Why? Because his introduction to everybody was not of this strong male trying to defend his stances because a bunch of whores were making him feel bad. No. His introduction was he can't handle rejection, so he belittles and demeans 6 to 7 women? That's his introduction to us. No matter how you slice this shit back, front to the side. His introduction is that of a narcissist who can't handle rejection. And that is his fucking problem. So I wouldn't even bother. And as other people, Queen of Accountability, bring forth the information necessary, you know what I'm doing then? I'm gonna make a video laughing at him and any alpha male who decided to donate $13,000 in total. That's what I do. You know, content creator to content creator, faux eyes to faux eyes. Clearly, your glasses, even though they are very big, they are wrong. Oh, we got another message. This was from good buddy Moral. I asked Moral the same question I asked Peachy. Would you date a man that posts revenge porn of his ex-girlfriends? And I quote, no, in all capital letters. And there's more. That's a high-speed answer right there. So I guess not all women are slow. High speed also is another, okay, she's giving me information about the army. So that's 2 women who are modern that wouldn't date somebody like this. That's fucking crazy. It's almost like this perception that all women in 2024 are like these modern whores that y'all get mad at over Twitter and TikTok. They don't really exist as much as you think they do. And if you were a real fucking man, if you did see them, you would avoid them because you know that's not what you want in your life. But because some of you dipshits think that you're entitled to every pussy that you think you fucking see, you think every bitch supposed to bow down to you. And I'm telling you this, 24 years old is how old I am. This motherfucker is clearly older than me. I'm telling you this as a 24-year-old. That's the dumbest fucking thing under the sun that you could do. I'm losing my breath in this motherfucker. Shit. Breathe, me. I must breathe. Oh shit! I can't stand it. I hate the men and the women who want to speak up on all these different subjects about dating because oh my god, the men, oh my god, the women, they're all just all of you are terrible people to be around. None of you are worthy of dating. You all deserve to die alone, just like me. But the difference between me and clearly this dumbass on the screen, I'm not about to make my whole being sticking up for people who don't need to be stuck up for. It was crazy. I don't mean to bury Moral if she's like secretly watching this. But she sent me this video of woman talking about women and how they're ruining good men, acting like they deserve more than they do. And it's like, I agreed with what this woman said, but it was all based around the premise of like a first date. And I told Maura, it's like, the first date should be the introduction. All that DMing back and forth, yeah, you talking to somebody. But it's like, on a first date, no matter who asks and who plans, that should be your introduction to somebody you potentially see a future with. And if it don't work out, if you use that shit for free food or free pussy, you just a piece of shit. That's all you is, bruh. And you got all these other motherfuckers, dating is dead. Dating's not dead. You just expect the world from somebody who's not gonna give it to you. Give it up. My mom said you sound like Donkey. Tanya's mom. Tanya's mom. You need a husband? You know what I'm saying? You cut me deep, Shrek. You cut me real deep. I can sound like this on occasion. I can also blow sweet nothings into your ear, baby. Leon preaching today. Leon's very aggravated. And when I'm aggravated, like, it was the whole thing with the fucking disability thing. That was yesterday. It's carried over into today. And this made it worse. And you know what's crazy? This video was uploaded yesterday. So it would have been around the same goddamn time. Oh, shit. Shit, bruh. Shit. Shit, bruh. I need water. It's a good thing I got like 4 bottles of lukewarm water right at arm's reach. Oh man. 42 minutes in. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Y'all living all right? Y'all living good? Y'all doing all right? I hope so. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're taking my dating advice to heart. Don't be a dumbass, and don't be a content creator. Breathe, damn it. Don't have a stroke on us. That's not how I would develop a stroke.
Continue to advocate for him. If he lied to you about all of these very important things,
no, he didn't lie to me. He lied to you.
Then it is logical that he is probably lying about other things.
No, he didn't lie to me. He lied to you. And guess what? That lie carried you to the stratosphere, buddy. Everybody else was aware. You know what's funny? Look at the first comment out of recent. All of this was available before that 5-hour interview. She's right. She's right. Please, man, let it go. I think there's one comment in it. Oh, it's from Ruin Leon. What a great YouTuber. The street saying this was a terrible response. I don't know, guys. Fuck. Maybe this response is pretty good. Oh, dear Lord. Maybe it's pretty good. Oh, yeah.
In fact, could he be lying about the story to begin with? Only a fool continues to believe a story that has no evidence.
Only a fool will bring on a guy to do a 5-hour interview as if that's supposed to help him in any form of the imagination. Only a fool makes, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos about the subject. And then as he's getting chewed out for each one he makes continuously, he then disappears for an 8-day weekend. Who's buying this bullshit? Who are the 2,000 members dumber than him that bought this class? Look at him. Look how he dresses. This is not an alpha male. This is a nerd. This is a fucking dork. But for some reason, he's viewed as clairvoyant. Oh, mind you, 8 days. What was 8 days ago? Let's pinpoint what was 8 days ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days ago was June 25th, a Tuesday. So you telling me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some of these days were not the weekend. You just disappeared off the ether? Oh, you're full of shit, buddy. Just say you got bitched out and you were trying to find some response to make.
To support it. But even still, I gave him the benefit of the doubt before I came to my final.
Why would you give him the benefit of the doubt?
Conclusion. I asked him one last time via DMs, give me at least the name of your job. Now this was.
Oh, the name of the child. Listen to what he says after he wants that information.
Conclusion. I asked him one last time via DMs, give me at least the name of your job. Now this was my last ditch effort for him to raise his credibility with me. I mean, shit.
You mean to tell me all this information that it came out about him, all these live streams, all these videos from Queen of Accountability, all the tweets from Queen of Accountability, all the 2-3 videos from Abba and Preach? You mean to tell me that as that's going on and all this information is out there, you want to try to raise his credibility somehow by asking him about his fucking job? Buddy, that's the least of our worries right now. Job? This motherfucker got allegations of stalking and beating. Hello?
I could have signed an NDA saying that I wouldn't publish anything publicly, but he told me.
So you would. So in the midst of trying to defend him or trying to get him to raise his credibility, you would want to sign an NDA, which would then restrict you from talking about it. Does anybody see how stupid this shit sounds? Don't forget the sex trafficking. Don't forget the sex trafficking. Yeah, you got sex trafficking. Seemingly deadbeat dad, but him having a job raises his credibility somewhat, somehow. Boy. What black conservative perspective say? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's fucking stupid.
No. His most ardent defender. Now listen, to give the audience credit, y'all didn't know any of this or what was exactly going on in my mind at the time, and you shouldn't have. Why? Because I didn't tell you. I chose to not completely eviscerate this guy.
What a stupid fucking decision. Also, great freeze frame by me.
Putting him on blast because of the magnitude of his dishonesty.
That's crazy. Everybody else put him on blast, and they turned out to be right. You was the one dickhead just hoping. Stop giving in to hope, motherfucker. This ain't a Disney movie. He's a fucking idiot.
Including his current criminal allegations. My plan was just to send everyone to the Queen of Accountability stream to receive all of the...
Then you shouldn't even be making this video. You should have just had this be like 2-3 minutes saying, hey, I fucked this up from start to finish. Go watch Queen of Accountability. I'm deleting every video talking about this subject because I don't want to make any ad revenue off of dumb shit.
Necessary information. She did the research. She deserved the credit. So at this point, again, after speaking with him one last time, I created my video distancing myself from the situation until he could produce proof that he was fired. But Emma...
That's crazy. So you distanced yourself, but you were still leaving out hope that he could prove he had a job instead of all the other shit that's more important than him. Because we passed the job thing at this point. We way past the job thing.
Mistake was in fact made. We alluded to in that video him possibly not having a license because we couldn't find evidence.
Aren't those charges available to the public? If so, why didn't he look up the information anyways? Because women cost him job in his mind, so he must defend man who looked like Ninja Turtle.
Evidence of it at the time. Now, the Queen of Accountability found it that next morning and posted it to her community chat page, but not a lot of people saw it. And nevertheless, he went on a podcast that showed proof of a license, which attempted to discredit us while still not providing evidence of the original claim that he was fired. By the way, no one seemed to have noticed within that stream that when he brought up that he had an LLC in New Mexico, his name is Aaron Trevon Sloan SR. SR is senior.
Domestic Limited Liability Company, State of Incorporation, New Mexico. And then he looks like he scrolled down a little bit more so he could show everybody. Aaron Trevon Sloan, senior, and the address, of course, is blurred out for his safety. And, yep, organizer information, all that.
He's telling you right there that he acknowledges fatherhood. But he used that Academy Award-winning victim narrative about us trying to destroy his life with his past. And that's when the narrative switched on me to jumping the gun, to being a backstabber, a traitor, a flip-flopper, a clout chaser, and that I needed to apologize to him. And that's really where everything left off. And, you know, the entire story is absolutely incredible and kind of reminds me of like an ancient Greek parable.
This is where I wanted to choke myself to death. You are not a Greek parable. You are a dumbass. But you know what? I want everybody else to hear it.
Left off, and you know, the entire story is absolutely incredible and kind of reminds me of like an ancient Greek parable where now I have to vanquish the monster that I helped create. And I helped.
You didn't help create this motherfucker. What you did was just pull his pants down and suck him for everybody to see. Because women bad, let me try to find some way that he could potentially get out of this. You are not a Greek parable. You are a dumb fuck. That is what you are. Unfortunately for you, that is what you are. That is what you will always tend to be. Because in your midst of saying women bad, you forgot to add the caveat that men are bad too.
Create him through defending him on my platform. But listen, guys, I want you guys to understand is that I'm pretty much a one-man show here. I'm not a journalist.
That's crazy. Much like every other content creator that talked about this are one man, or in this case, one woman shows, and they did way better job than you. No one's claiming to be a fucking journalist. You are a reactionary motherfucker, just like everybody else. Your fuck up is that your reaction was, it's on the tip of my urethra. Oh, dog shit.
And I'm damn sure not perfect. I will make mistakes. It actually just happened to Abba and Preach, specifically Abba, when they did that whole Fresh and Fit, Daisy Fit Chen exposure and had a conversation with the young lady, and then eventually the young lady started to have advances towards Abba, and he had
And you know what they did? They got back on camera and said, look at this stupid bitch. Look at what she's doing. You disappeared for an 8-day weekend to try to come up with some statement that wouldn't get you shat on as much as you think it would, but you still getting shat on, bucko.
can't come back later and say, hey guys, listen, she may not be as believable as what I thought before. But I will tell you guys what, to receive messages that I wish that you died from cancer.
You don't deserve to die from cancer.
To messages that I should have died with my father is sick. But do understand that I will not be discouraged. Hate cannot break me. I am way too strong for that. And situations like this are only going to make me stronger. I will stop at...
I hope it makes you more understanding that you probably shouldn't just jump on random dick that you see on the internet. That's my only hope.
Nothing to create impact. I remain committed to the mission and the purpose of this channel. I will not be silenced.
No one's trying to silence you. They just want you to take the fucking L. You are not a victim of cancel culture. You're a victim of being a dumbass.
Speak up for what I believe in.
What you believe in is just bitching about women when you should be bitching about Ninja Turtle.
5 years of equity on this platform doing exactly just that. But I've learned that when you're in the spotlight, while at times it'll shine, it may also burn. Yet I'm even more committed to a set of values anchored in integrity as well as accountability.
Then delete the videos. Delete every video. Delete the 5-hour interview. Delete the videos calling the other bitch a gold digger. Delete all these videos all around this subject. Delete them all and just leave that one up.
And I've been affirmed by the countless messages from both men and women thanking me for my content over the years, that it has changed some component of their life. I will, however, change the processes around defending somebody. It's like you can have
thank God. That's all I need.
An interview with somebody, but when you get to defending someone, you need to do the prior due diligence beforehand into exactly who they are. Now,
oh, that's crazy. It's almost like you as a grown man. See, I hate when grown adults say this shit as if they weren't supposed to be aware of this at any other point in time.
This is the last time that I plan on addressing this topic, as I'm going to move on. Hopefully this video resonates with you and
it didn't. I'm very disappointed. You're very disturbing to look at. I was not resonated with this at all. I did not resonate with this at all. Philly D, save us.
Sup, you beautiful bastards. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show.
The unregulated life coach industry is ruining... Oh, fuck, I could have told you that. I could have told you that the unregulated life coach industry is ruining lives. AI pregnant... Where is it? There it is. This is what I'm here for.
And then, does having kids count as a disability? As a parent, I say yes. It highlights disability to fuck. Get it? Because I had sex with my wife to make them. Can we restart this and without me saying what I just said?
No.
It sounded a lot funnier in my head, but then it came out of my mouth. And I was like, oh no. Does having kids count as a disability? Right? And that question is at the center of this discourse in the gaming community that started because of comments made by writer, host, and content creator Alana Pierce when she was talking about Elden Ring. So she made a video talking about people who say that the game is just too hard. And while she hit on a number of things in the video, her comments about accessibility in particular, it got the most attention. Because there are players with a variety of different disabilities who might find themselves facing extra setbacks if they were to play Elden Ring, with her explaining.
There are long-term disabilities. There are situational disabilities.
There are controllers that gaming companies are making so that you could not have to go through that at all.
Temporary disabilities. It counts as a disability where a video game like Elden Ring is concerned if you have a kid. You have a 2-year-old, you're trying to play Elden Ring.
Didn't Peachy try to get it? Peachy, you tried to get a dating coach? You did! I remember that! Oh, you lovable fucking moron.
You can't pause. That is a situational disability that you have, where the game not having the option for you to be able to pause, for example, is a hindrance for your particular disability a situational disability. You may need to pause to stop your kid from putting a fork into a socket, a power outlet.
Alana going on to explain more about the accessibility as it relates to gaming, but just that clip by itself, it took off. And she very quickly got a ton of backlash from people who said things like, I've never seen my kids as a disability. Holy shit, Elden Ring needs to be easier because I have kids. Do you think she's the type of chick to park in a handicap zone because she thinks
Did people forget the word disadvantage? No, it's disability. Hannah, don't you have like a pet dog? That's a disability because, oh my God, the dog shit in the bathroom and you have to clean it and it stops you from playing a video game.
Kids is a disability, as well as, sorry, Alana, I have 2 kids. They're not a disability, situational or otherwise. The use of this word in this context is insane and potentially offensive to people with actual disabilities. Or with people arguing that it's just a video game. If you choose to play a game while you're watching your kid, shit might go wrong, but it's not consequential. But this also, as others defended her and what she was saying Alana has been a champion of accessibility for years. It's literally her job to understand the limitations some gamers face, as well as Alana doesn't have kids. She's citing
Peachy says no, that's not what happened. So I'm gonna text. Oh, it did happen. Don't remind me. Oh.
examples of how lacking a pause button can make a game inaccessible for others. And this is other big creators in the space like Asmongold noting that the wording there, that might be why people are mad, but it doesn't make what she's saying any less correct.
I think the reason why people are mad about this is because she used the word disability. And people are thinking one-dimensionally about the word disability like being in a wheelchair.
Yes, because that's what's been known as a disability, along with not being able to see, not being able to function with a full body. There's a lot of ways that you could look at this. Here's the thing. Having a child and trying to quantify you having a disadvantage to accessibility because you have to stop playing a fucking game, you're out of your mind.
If you think about disability as something that interferes with your ability to play the game, then it makes sense.
And very importantly, you have tons of people noting that she didn't make this phrase up, right? Situational disability, that is a pre-existing industry term. And that term can actually include someone who has a kid. Like if you go to Microsoft's guidebook on inclusive design regarding this, it says, as people move through different environments,
and I did.
Their abilities can also change dramatically. In a loud crowd, they can't hear well. In a car, they're visually impaired. New parents spend much of their day doing tasks one-handed. What's possible, safe, and appropriate is constantly changing. There's actually a graphic showing examples of different disabilities, including a new parent as a situational.
And guess what? I showed that and talked about that in the video. And you know, I can understand that. I can understand the struggle and responsibility of being a parent. I am not going to understand nor give a fuck if that issue is you playing a video game. I'm not. If the topic is you can't play a video game, no. Anything else? Oh, you got to cook with one hand, you got to clean with one hand. I can understand that one. You want to play a video game, but you can't because you have a child? Massive skill issue, motherfucker. That's not a disability. That's bullshit. And still not the word. Y'all focused on the wrong thing. It's the fact that the motherfucker said disabled people will have a better chance with the game is if somebody beats the game and you can see match stats. Like, that's the worst part of it.
Hammering home that health conditions aren't the only disabilities. It considers a disability to be any mismatched human condition. With the belief being that as gaming designers, they have a responsibility to see how their designs impact people in all sorts of different walks of life and in different situations, and to create solutions when problems arise. Which is also why you get a lot of people sharing this information and writing things like, it only takes a few seconds to Google the term Alana is using. It is a thing. You cannot like it, but that alone won't change anything, which is good because situational disabilities can lead to tools that can help everyone. We also saw Alana herself responding to some of the criticism she's been facing, saying the term doesn't aim to conflate or compare these things, nor does it suggest situational disability is just as demanding as a physical or mental disability. It's just a different kind of accessibility need. But also adding that if people really take a strong issue with the word disability being used, they can push for a new word to be used. But right now, that is the actual technical term, which again, she did not invent herself. She was simply sharing what it means and it might look like. But also, here's one of the shitty things. The main tweet that went after Alana appears where they wrote, quote, Elden Ring needs to be easier because I have kids, which is not a thing that she said. X says that has 24.1 million views and counting. The actual video where it's from, where you get the full context and the nuances of everything she's talking about, it's just past 100,000 views. Well, that tweet did eventually get community noted, noting one, this is a wrong quote, and two, noting that situational disability is an actual term used in development. The initial narrative and framing, it just kind of ran away like a runaway train. But with all that now said and explained and the full context of the situation given, I'd love to know your thoughts on this whole situation.
I think it's completely dumb to outwardly say, hey, disability for having a kid and tying that to playing a fucking video game. You can have this conversation about any other real consequence or real task to be done. Video game ain't one of them. Put the controller down. Turn the fucking game off. Go take care of your kid. Manage your fucking time better than what you're doing. That way, maybe at 1 o'clock in the morning, if you ain't got work the next day, you could go crazy playing Elden Ring or 2K or Madden. It ain't got to be all this extra shit. Trying to tie that to video games is my problem. Because why are we even wasting our time with it? Why are we even doing it? It shouldn't even be done. And again, there's a kid with autism that's able to play this game without consequence. Ask your mom to watch a kid? No. Watch my kid. I'm playing a video game. Terrible fucking thing, and I hope your mama bat you in your fucking mouth for saying that shit. A lot of your time will be cut playing, or you have a child, a lot of your time will be cut. Is she a single mom? The woman on the screen? No, she's not even a parent. A lot of your time that you had to have fun, go to the club, go to parties, will be cut short if you have a child, because you have a responsibility to take care of that child. And I'm not saying your fun will completely go away. There will be moments in time where you have enough time to go have fun, go to parties, go out to eat, play a fucking video game. But when we're talking about situational disabilities, I'm gonna need y'all to not bring up video games as part of that. I'm gonna need y'all to bring up something else. I need y'all to bring up something else. Because tying that to video games, no. That just makes me look at you and say you're a shitty parent. That just makes me think you're a shitty parent. Anyone co-opting this and co-signing this, I just look at you as a shitty parent. Nothing more, nothing less. Class, what did we learn today? Did we learn a lot? I think we did. I think we did. I think we learned a whole hell of a lot today. I think it was good. I think it was good learning. We learned what we always learn. Red pill content creators always got their ass out. And we furthered the conversation a little bit on dysfunctional disabilities or whatever the fuck it's called. I couldn't keep up. I think we did good today. I think we did good. In the meantime, I'll see y'all in the next stream. This was really impromptu because I stopped streaming on Twitch to come stream over here just so we could continue laughing at Red Pill content creator. Don't defend people you don't know. That's a good one. I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one. But like I said, it's time to go. Get out.